Hey guys, what's up? What's up? What's up, guys? Welcome to Sports Talk with your boy Recal. I appreciate the love. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. Before we talk about The Rock and Triple H, um, you know, let me say this, man. I grew up a wrestling fan. I was with my mom, my beautiful mom, who's 90 years old. Watching wrestling with my mom. It's not easy though. It's not easy watching wrestling with my mom. My mom would, my mom would talk throughout the whole thing. That was religious, man. We watch every, WrestleMania, Raw, everything, every match, Monday Night Raw, Thursday night, whatever, man. SmackDown, we watch all that stuff, and my mom would talk throughout it all. But growing up, Razor Ramon was my guy, and Macho Man Randy Savage, Diesel, all those guys. It was Yokozuna, it was Kane, that was Andre the Giants, man, all the characters, right? It was great. Hulk Hogan, was my guy, man. Watching all those stuff, all this Baywatch, all the stuff I was watching, man. It was love, man. As a kid, even being in Haiti, watching that, in satellite, watching wrestling in satellite, I didn't know that stuff was fake, right? I didn't know it was fake, and as a kid, coming from Haiti, being here as a kid, and then decided to go, to Madison Square Garden to a match. I'm I think freshman year in high school, and I'm like, okay. Again, I didn't know it was fake, and I saw. I think it was Hulk Hogan, and I think Randy. I think it was Macho Man Randy Savage. Somebody, you know what I mean? Razor Ramon was my guy. Chico, what I mean? That was my guy. I love that guy, man. Shout out to his family. Shout out to him. Great dude. So watching that match, seeing those guys, but it was Hulk Hogan with somebody, but seeing them backstage after the fight. I see them backstage having a beer together, man. And and I was hurt. You know how it is. I still fight. I'm not trying to hang out with you. You know what I mean? And that's the moment. I was like, wow, these guys who were enemies back there in front of the camera, they're backstage, they're best friends. They were just doing their thing, whatever. But yes, wrestling is fake. But these guys are athletes, man. You can't just take any Joe Blow out there to do that. You got to train to know how you're gonna land, all that stuff. It's a technique. You gotta give them credit. So it's a sport, man. It's a sport. The training, all that stuff you gotta go through. It's not easy. These guys are no slouch. Anyway. So that was a wake up call for me, watching that, seeing those guys after the match, and that's that. But so let me bring you to The Rock and Triple H. The Rock is now is the board. He sit on the board for TKO, who's on wrestling. You know what I mean? Well, before. Vince McMahon bought WWF from his dad. His dad created WWF, right? He created WWF, and WWF was going for was there for a while under his dad, but it wasn't what the vision that Vince McMahon had. The father didn't have it. The father was old, and he didn't know how to grow the business. You know what I mean? And it was falling from him, and Vince McMahon bought it from the dad. Well, so to speak, he bought, like it's not the typical deal that he would have got. He was getting from other places, but he sold it to his son for cheaper than other people, other offer he had. Vince McMahon took WWF and grew the brand, right? But then this WWF Wildlife is there. They kept that. So it's like when you have a name, you patent a name, and they were growing it. They were waiting for WWF was big. They decided to sue WWF for the name and got billions for it. And again, I'm not gonna go through all of that stuff. And WWF changed the name from WWF to WWE now. But Vince McMahon grew the business. His whole family, his wife, kids, whatever, grew the business. Triple H was the CCO of the company. He married to the daughter or whatever. He's running the company. Vince McMahon was forced to step down because he was doing a lot of crazy stuff. You know what I mean? Not just with women, but there's a lot of stuff that again, allegedly, I don't want to get in trouble, so I'm gonna say allegedly, he was doing a lot of stuff with. I'm not even gonna say it, but Vince McMahon was doing a lot of crazy stuff, not just with women. People think that it was just women stuff. No, there's other stuff allegedly. There's a lot of stuff he was allegedly doing. I'm not gonna go into that, but it was crazy stuff that he had to step down. He had to step down. The board, fired him. Yes, that's his company, but you have a board. The board can fire you because the board is the money, even though it's your company. That's why it's always best to if it's best to put your own money in. If you're selling the share, you have board members. It's good to you can have board members, but you're not trying to give them that much power to what I mean? When it should be at least 51% share. You know what I mean? If you're gonna sell 49% to your board, you could you could do that. But anyway, man, it's good to own your own thing. But anyway, so the board ended up firing him. They had to, cause it was crazy. So his daughter took over, cause Shane McMahon is somewhere doing, again, allegedly a lot of stuff Shane McMahon doing as well. I'm not gonna go to that. Triple H was also took over, but Triple H is not exempt from all that backlash. There's a lot of stuff allegedly he's part of as well, because him and Vince McMahon, they were tight. So anyway Vince McMahon was, Triple H was there, even though married to his daughter. You know what I mean? So allegedly there's a lot of shady stuff. Again, I'm not gonna go to all that. I'm not gonna go through all that. I'm gonna keep it as we have kids watching the show, so I'm gonna keep it as tight as possible. So I'm gonna be cool. You could Google, you could do your own research on that. I'm not trying to get sued for saying too many things that I can't say, but Triple H was part of that stuff. Allegedly part of the clique with Vince McMahon while the crazy stuff was going down. You know what I mean? You get it. So The Rock, of course, who helped grew the business. Great wrestler, went on to be a huge movie star, and now back to sit on the board. He was offered a board at TKO. That was great for him. It's from the time his father, became the tag team champion, first black. Back then they were giving blacks stuff like that. So his dad, able to do it. He sit on the board. He's great. So now he's looking at the backlash coming in. He's trying to grow the business. He's trying to grow the stuff. Of course, wrestling is a global entity, but he's trying to grow it to even bigger height. More things. This area that wrestlers not WWE is not able to get, not able to go. He's gonna go there to make it a global icon, and not just Haiti, Africa, and anywhere in the world. Going to those local markets, just doing a lot of things. Look at what the NFL is doing. The NFL signed billions of dollars with YouTube, billions with CBS, Fox, NBC, ESPN, all that stuff. You know what I mean? So for you to watch the NFL, you have to subscribe to all these things. You have to pretty much pay $1,000 in subscription to get all that stuff, right? Paramount and Amazon. So you get in football in all channel, and you have to pay for it. So he's trying to grow, and then also the NFL making billions of dollars with ads and stuff like that. The Rock is trying to grow the WWE in that sense. They're already $1 billion entity, so he's trying to grow them even bigger. You know what I mean? So just in ad alone, the NFL made $18 to $19 billion a year, just ads with commercials, just little commercials and stuff. $19 billion the NFL makes a year. So they try to grow. They try to do that. So The Rock, of course, him and Triple H went at it for a while, but sitting on the board, he's telling, he's telling Chip, it's time. You told Triple H, you got to go. So The Rock is part of TKO. He's the board member of TKO, but he's running the organization. He's running the WWE, and told Triple H after WrestleMania, you fired. I know it's tough for a lot of fans. Triple H been there for, there's been a lot of rivalry with Triple H. Dominate the NFL, dominate WWE. The Rock also dominated that WWE with Stone Cold, Booker T. Well, Booker T came from ECW, WCW, whatever. Coming from that. But see, when they merged together, that was something. You know what I mean? But Triple H was the anchor for many years, for decades, in WWE. Because The Rock left to go do movies, to do other things, which he's very successful at. But Triple H was the one holding that network, holding the company together. Which is why, because once Shane McMahon was out there allegedly doing, I'm just trying, doing his thing, right? Allegedly doing his thing. Again, I can't talk about it too much. I'm not trying to be sued. Those are facts, but I'm just trying to, but allegedly doing his thing, whatever he was doing. Vince McMahon needed someone, and Triple H was popular enough. The fans loved him, hated him, or loved him. He was controversial, of course, but he was good. So put him in a position of power, running the show. He did that. But now The Rock is there. The Rock is looking at all that stuff. He's looking at the optic, and then it's not good. Yes, the board fired Vince McMahon, but The Rock also looking at there's more complaint coming in towards Triple H. Triple H was part of that clique, right? Part of that clique, and The Rock told Triple H it's time for you to go. So he's giving him to until WrestleMania. After WrestleMania is done, and he's fired. And it's tough. It's tough in a way, growing up, watch it. I'm 45. I'm gonna be 46 next month. growing up, watching wrestling as a fan, you grew to watching all this guy. I told you, Razor Ramon was my favorite wrestler. Razor Ramon was just, the way he come off, but I know the drugs, drugs and alcohol, all the stuff, hurt him. So he didn't have the same, like Razor Ramon was energy. When he come out, the way he was, so cool. That was like, yo, and when he was talking, he doing this Chico, all that stuff. That was like, it was something to watch. The energy in the arena to watch Razor Ramon. That was my guy. Diesel was good. Kevin Nash, all those, what I mean? It was just Diesel, but it was in the same energy. But Razor Ramon was who Rock is today. Back then, and that was life. Then Hulk Hogan, of course, tried to imitate, all of that. Because the promos, you need the promos, you need the stuff, and it was good, man. But Triple H took that to a new height. It's unfortunate, with everything's going on, but these guys had man, that business. I'm interested to see that. Right now, you see Roman Reigns. That's Rock. That's the Rock cousin. Of course, he's on top, but it's not the same. He doesn't have the skill set to because it's promo stuff. They trash. Roman Reigns not the same as the even the Rock, that because he got to put that because he's focused on so many different things. He have the he merged the XFL and all the stuff together, arena football, all those guys, he merged them together to grow because he's trying to compete. You would never compete with the NFL, but right now the Super Bowl is over, so there's nothing. There's no football, so you know what I mean. For the fans, for football fans who watch football, you drowning for the Super Bowl is done. There's no more. You're looking at any little snippet of a trade or something going on. Ooh, you get excited for your team. You know what I mean? You watching, there's nothing there. So the Rock with merging XFL and arena football together will give you something from what I mean. Will give you something from April-ish to until August coming when football is coming. You know what I mean? He's giving you something. He's giving you that void. He's gonna grow that void to make it more. For the fans to watch, try to go get the advertising, all the other stuff, try to get those deals. So he's out there. He's a businessman. He's doing that. He's doing that. He has his shows. He's still doing movies. You know what I mean? So he's in and out. He's in and out of the WWE. But that's why it's perfect for him to sit on the board. So he doesn't have that. You gotta invest. That's him investment when you in the ring. The catchphrase, the conversation. Right now those conversations are old. You know what I mean? You see him in the ring, and he's on the mic. They old. Because you saw that he had to. He was doing the promo with what's that guy's name? Oh my God, I'm forgot his name. John Cena. He was doing a promo with John Cena where he had to write stuff on his hand to remember to talk about. And John Cena, was an idiot. Call him out on it. Oh, you have something right on your hand. But I understand what he's doing. I know what he did. He didn't want to forget the topic because there's so many things. You know what I mean? The guy's a businessman. He's growing his empire to $1 billion. He's doing all the stuff. He was going to talk about it. He said, yeah, what am I going to talk about? You know what I mean? So that's what it was. And which, he was mad too. You know what I mean? But hey. But anyway, man, but I would like to see that, that Rock we watched, in the early 2000s, You know what I mean? I'm coming to life, but again, but you understand, he's a businessman. He's doing so much. He doesn't have time like when the WWE was the only thing he was doing. Of course, he was focused on the speeches, all the stuff. He was giving those promos, those catchphrases. It was constant. You know what I mean? It was constant. So now it's not the same. And Roman Reigns doesn't have that. These guys don't have that. You watching the promo, he's like, yeah, man, come on, man, this is trash. You know what I mean? So he's trying to grow the WWE back to what it was. But to act, but but it's time for like I said, growing up. You watching Triple H, all this stuff. It's the end of the era. Those guys are done. The Roman Reigns are not. You need a new blood. You see, but Batista's trying to come back. He's working out to come back. He's doing movies. He's doing shows. He's doing a lot of stuff. Batista, but he's working to try to come back to you see all these guys getting shows, Big Show, all the stuff getting shows just to move away from that. They're not as successful as The Rock getting movies. You see even John Cena is going on movies now, and he was trashing The Rock. Oh, you going on movies, but now you realize that it was he was an idiot for that. But it's not the same. It's not the same. But The Rock is trying to change that WWE to something different. But it's the end of the era for Triple H. After WrestleMania, Triple H is fired. Sports Talk, man. Like, subscribe, and share, man. I'm trying to bring you as much as possible.